Hello, everyone. Hello. A little bit of sage. It's such a beautiful day. I went out and mingled a little bit. It was great fun. Very peaceful. Got some selenite here. Got my new earrings. Got some selenite here. We'll just do some. Thanks for being here, everybody. Let us tap right in and see what message Spirit would like to share with you. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Central energy, please, Spirit. Central energy. That one popped out real quick. 5 of Wands. Rivalry. Pettiness. Challenged by. Okay then. Not in that portion of the deck. The Moon. Fear and anxiety. Illusion. This conflict, the challenge of this disagreement is the illusion, which is causing fear and anxiety. In the subconscious, we've got the 2 of Wands here. So this competition, this rivalry or debate in the subconscious has plans for reconciliation. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Most High God, for this beautiful smoke. How I adore its essence. In the recent past, we've got the King of Pentacles here. I really put a handful in there. Don't worry, I can still breathe. So Ooh, we've got the King of Pentacles here. Protective, about security and comfort. Discipline. Intentions and expectations. Is moving on, leaving the baggage behind. Relationship, this conflict. This conflict is being left behind. And we have the Six of Cups, nostalgia, innocence, childhood memories. In the near future. We've got the Empress. A fertile, feminine, abundant mother energy. The lens that's being looked through. The Sun. Pleasure and happiness, vitality. It's alive! You know, fertility, vitality. In the environment, justice, fairness, truth, the law of cause and effect. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Standing up for yourself. So you're going to hold your own, standing up for yourself in this justice. Protection. Protection. Justice is being served in the environment. And this card, you know, one of the meanings is protection. So it could be that that's happening. And in the outgoing energy, oh geez, don't just throw them on the floor. Okay, outgoing energy. Ooh, Ten of Swords. A collapse, a defeat. When the Empress Sun takes off, something is going to collapse. And that's justice. On the bottom of the deck, we've got reunions. Freedom, marriage. Collective energy, please, Spirit, collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit, collective energy. Survive. You survived. You survived conflict from invisible You survived conflict from invisible petty challengers. You survived conflict from invisible, darker, yeah, using spiritual practices or whatever kind of practices you want to call that, coming at you, and you survived it. And now they're in fear and wanting to reconcile. There was communication regarding this prophecy, and there's fear and anxiety. They want to reconcile, or there is a reconciliation for you who survived. Drama. All this drama. Oh, hi, baby. King of Pentacles in the recent past, prosperous, generous, authority figure. Authority figure, not interested in things. He's a wealthy individual, may not be monetary, maybe it is, but he's not in it for the things. Intention and expectation is this previous relationship is ending, and there is a return to a form of nostalgia, a time of innocence, a time of joy. Huh. Spiritual throne. Empress. Was able to preserve herself, or was able, self-preservation. So the Empress was able to sustain her life through extreme challenge brought about by petty, egoic drama makers. She is the sun. There is a rebirth and all is well. She is vitality. She is vitality. This is like the mother, the Holy Mother, the sun, the radiant sun, the giver of life, was able to self-preserve. It was prophesied. She didn't do anything. It was all puppetry. She didn't do anything. It was all puppetry. It was all an illusion. Justice is being served in the environment. The law of cause and effect is in motion. Balance is being restored. Clarity is coming about. We've got the compass here. So about somebody's going somewhere. You were able to maintain control. You held your own. You stood up for yourself, Empress. You may not even have known that you had a spiritual throne. Conflict. You stood up for yourself in the face of this conflict. You were able to hold your own. You deserve that seat. You deserve this position. It's a painful ending for those who came against you. Here and now, it's a painful ending. You're a being of service. The abundant mother. Collective energy, please, Spirit, collective energy. Petty conflict and rivalry. You survived the invisible Ouija board practices that this person was doing to you, and they feel broken and shattered because you survived their efforts. They're in fear and anxiety with the moon card here. They've received communications, perhaps a prophecy. They're challenged by this. Unexpected outcome. Unexpected outcome. They didn't figure that you would make it. You never gave up hope. You never gave up hope. Their values were all about money, so they were bringing drama to your reconciliation, or they want to reconcile because their values are all about money. This King of Pentacles is here. He's not interested in things. He's not interested in things. He could be thinking about you. I mean, he might like this Empress. He could be thinking about her. I'm always longing for you. Moving on, leaving this baggage behind. Returning to a period of innocence and joy, seated upon the spiritual throne. So you've got a King of Pentacles here, Empress, who is assisting you, it looks like, in this particular drama. And he's not interested in you for your things. We got shadow side, and it came out like this. Empress, you were able to self-preserve through the last shadowy affair of conflict. I'll just leave it there. Secrets. Somebody hasn't told you everything. You're the sun. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. It was all puppetry. It was all an act. It was all an illusion. It was all other people acting as or doing as or influencing in a detrimental way. They didn't appreciate this Empress at all. They didn't appreciate this Empress and what she was doing for them. Justice is going to be served regarding this compass. Everybody, the law of cause and effect is in order, and justice is being served regarding the pathway of people. We've got this irreplaceable card, but it came out in the reverse. So there's a compass for those who are not irreplaceable, or for those who didn't see this Empress as irreplaceable, who brought conflict and competition out of jealousy and envy to this Empress. Chaser. Conflict. They want to chase after you and continue to bring you conflict because this is a painful ending. The Empress is leaving. Here and now, there's a painful ending. Right now, happening now, over this commitment. There's a commitment. But there's the two that look, I mean, they're practically identical, okay? The real and the mutation. The real and the mimicry. Just don't count it out yet. It's really upset over your commitment. There is a commitment here. It's a proper commitment. It's a proper soul tie. And it's going to detach you from these guilty people. You're going to be detached from these guilty people. These runners, they're running away. They want to escape this because they're being held back. These third-party enemies are being held back. People are talking about it. They're afraid of what people are going to say, and they don't know what to do. They were gunning for this Empress. They tried to take out the Empress. The Empress that was benefiting their life. How do you try to destroy something that's benefiting you at the same time? That is so wild to me. They had some weird delusion going on. They still do. They're still deluded. They're chasing. Trying to continue bringing conflict. Soul tie. Soul tie. They're bound to something. Damage. Damage. This is a painful ending. Everything's collapsing here and now for them and their soul tie. Them and their soul tie. Those two right there. That are feeling broken and shattered because the Empress survived. Empress survived. With gratitude. With gratitude. The Empress was thankful for this conflict in so many ways. Indecision in the reverse. There's been communication about a prophecy. There is hope. They're challenged because they could not cause this Empress to give up hope. She knew exactly what to do. She was tuned into her intuition. Reconciled. Reconciled throughout all this drama with people whose values were all about money. They wanted this Empress's empire. They wanted this Empress's empire, so they did their very best to bury her. And everything that reminded anybody of her, they attempted to destroy, which is the mother, the feminine. You know, I'm not talking about these ones who are puppets of, thieves and bullies and abusers. They can cause untold drama for a little dollar. Service. They came after somebody who was of service to them and to others. Tried to destroy the one that was providing them a service. They're in grief. King of Pentacles is here. He's daydreaming, longing for you, for this Empress, for you if you're this Empress. He's not interested in your things. Although there is the shadow side here that it came out sideways. So it could be that he's both light and dark. Whole is the way I like to see it. Everything's kind of balanced. Death. Holy freaking moly. What? What's that all about? Because this says the relationship is ended. You release the baggage. Empress survived. In the recent past, King of Pentacles. Is this King of Pentacles playing both the light and the... Did this King of Pentacles receive a death? He lost all his things? I don't know. Because he's not in the reverse. And it says he's always longing for you. So, but then we got this dead man. We're going to have to clarify. We need some clarification, Spirit. Oh my goodness. Courage. Courage. Spiritual throne. Empress is like courageous, in service, was able to preserve herself through this attack, which attempted to knock her off her spiritual throne and destroy her. She has evolved. The adversity didn't work, or it's not welcome in the near future. There could be some secrets that maybe this Empress has some secrets. I don't know. Somebody's got some secrets. But the adversity didn't work. Empress is here, evolved, and preserved. The Sun, a rebirth, all is well. She didn't do anything. It was all puppetry from those who did not appreciate her. It was all an illusion. Denial. Denial. They were in denial over this Empress. They didn't recognize her authority. And they felt that they should be able to have the abundance that went with the position that she was metering out. They caused a drama because they wanted more, more, more. She wasn't giving them enough. One Empress, thousands and thousands of people metering out this huge wealth of abundance, and a few got pissed because they felt they deserved more, and so they tried to destroy her and steal her seat on and steal her a position of authority because they were greedy. And they're replaceable. They're not irreplaceable beings. Typical thief. Nothing special except in their ability, their grand ability to come up with a humongous thievery scheme. Balance is being restored. Justice is here with the law of cause and effect. These people who are replaceable, these people who don't love anybody. This says the way you love can never be matched, but it came out upside down. They're getting a compass. They're going somewhere. They're taking a Spirit. Okay. A high road to hell. What? Highway to hell? Okay. That's the song that went through my mind. Highway to hell. Okay. Just so you know, I'm the messenger. Fear. They're afraid. You stood up for yourself. You were able to maintain control through this challenge. They're afraid. Those who brought you conflict are afraid. They don't want to chase you anymore. They don't want to chase after you anymore. The chaser doesn't want to chase anymore. They're afraid because they are suffering a painful ending. And they have soul ties. They're bound to each other. And everything that they did. Worry. You're not worried. There's nothing to worry about. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. You've gained your freedom from this. And you see both sides of this situations. You're healthy and you are attracted to relationships that serve the higher good. You're an abundant, limitless being. Patience. Everything happens in divine order. You're at peace. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. I wonder if this Empress has to go through this like every freaking cycle. Like, do they try to take her out every freaking time? And what, man? The Mother. Apparently this has happened like multiple times where they try to destroy the Mother. We got courtship here. Clashing of petty egos. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. Courtship. The Empress survived this competition from the invisible realms using the Ouija board practices that this person was. They're feeling broken and shattered because the Empress never gave up hope. They're in fear and anxiety. They're not the privileged lady. Everybody knows they're not the privileged lady. Look, they were prancing around like they were, though. They were prancing around like they were, but they never were. They were never the privileged lady. The privileged lady never gave up hope. The privileged lady has communication, or there has been some communication about this prophecy, and there's no indecision. Like whatever that communication is regarding this relationship, regarding this union, there's no indecision. Innocent. Member who was of service to people. Message of concern. Death. King of Pentacles, daydreaming about being with this Empress. He's not in it for the things. He's got his own money. But we have death here, message of concern, and we have this. So the relationship is ending. There's a return to innocence and nostalgia, joy, trust. This Empress is courageous and on her throne. I get the inclination that she's being pushed in a certain direction. Perhaps towards this King of Pentacles who's longing for her and her spiritual throne. She just came out of self-preservation. Change. There's a change. The adversity didn't work. There's secrets here. The Empress was able to preserve herself. Those who were bringing her adversity are in despair. She lives. Oh, they're upset about that. She lives, and not only does she live, But she's this beautiful empress with this sunny energy. And she didn't do anything. It was all freaking puppetry of these ones. And it's known that they did not appreciate what they had, and now they're getting denied. They did not appreciate what they had, and now they're getting denied. Justice is being served. The law of cause and effect is here. Balance is being restored. They're not seen as irreplaceable. They're getting a special pathway. The expectations. So there's expectations of a house. It could be that the Empress has expectations of a house. Maybe she's going to get a house because she didn't do anything and she's getting her stuff back. Poverty. They're getting a pathway to poverty. A pathway to poverty. This could be this King of Pentacles. And this non-privileged lady. They were playing it. Yeah. You've got your great fortune here. They're in fear. You've got this Empress has her great fortune. She was able to maintain control and stand her ground and hold her own. So this Empress is still the Empress. She's still the sun. She is this great fortune. These ones. The more I read about this, the more disgusted I get with these people. The mentality behind this behavior is so vile. It's their job. And it's coming to a painful ending. You don't have anything to worry about. Yeah, here and now, these ones have been defeated. The work they did. You have a soul tie. You don't have anything to worry about. You're connected to something, somebody. This mature man was trying to get the unexpected income that belongs to the main male. And she was trying to get the unexpected, that belongs to this privileged lady. False persons, a whole community of false persons are under adjudication. Wow. A whole community of official people are concerned. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. What is this? Concern. Yeah, okay. Hold up. So this false person is in bad health. A whole community of people. Could be a mature woman under adjudication. Could be an official person going in the coffin. They're very concerned over this. What they were trying to do to the Empress. What they tried so desperately to do. This King of Pentacles, these pentacles, I don't feel belong to him. He took that out of the Empress's bank account. Let us clarify. Let us continue to clarify and build on the story. Let us not draw conclusions too quickly. So the Empress survived. The invisible Ouija board practices that this non-privileged lady was wielding against her, trying to destroy her and steal her life path, her spiritual throne, her position of title, and her status, her house, her finances, her status, and her energy. She wanted to dress up in it. High value, yeah. She's like, oh, that's high value stuff there. Yeah, I want some of that. No, you can't have it. We've got a courtship here. It's very great. It's a courtship that's got some gratitude in it. It's a high value. There's evidence of what's going on here. The Empress survived. The tactics of these ones, they're very stressed out. They're not the privileged lady. People can see it. They're in fear and anxiety. They've been stopped. They can't come after this Empress anymore. And they're stubborn. They're getting all crazy because it's death. It means certain death. To be disconnected from this Empress means certain death. And they're getting all crazy. Origin, family tree in the reverse. Whatever they built on other people's energy and on the abundance of this Empress, wearing the energy of this Empress, pretending to be this Empress but not being the Empress, spending the pentacles as though this wealth and abundance and status of this spiritual throne belonged to them, but it never did. It belonged to this Empress. Their family tree's upside down. Whatever birthings and buildings they did in this process, it's all coming undone. It was not meant to be. This King of Pentacles, he's losing his things. He's losing his money. He's bound to his commitments. He's facing danger. This is not an upright. I mean, he appears as though he's in the upright, but it's because he stole. It's like an elaborate illusion. An elaborate illusion. He's in danger. He's daydreaming. He's longing for this Empress because there's death. Death. Accident, danger, bound to his commitments. He's bound to whatever practices that he, at the Ouija board, whatever practices that this Empress survived, that he and his girlfriend, fake Empress, fake privileged lady, was doing. They're bound to that. And you know, now that I see this, it's like, this tells me that the light doesn't want them and the shadow doesn't want them. But they're bound to their commitments of whoever they were made agreements with, trying to get this spiritual throne. You're moving forward. The Empress is moving forward. She's releasing this baggage. She's returning to a happy time. A happy time of innocence and joy. She's on this spiritual throne. She's seen as courageous. There will be a change. These people are being stopped. They've been stopped. They've got secrets. Their adversity failed. They're in despair over these curses. They're bound to them. And they're in danger. There's death is right around the corner. They know it. They're protesting, but they drummed it up. All this work that they did to destroy the Empress is coming back to them. The law of cause and effect. Because she survived. She survived the timeline, and now these contracts, whatever these bindings are, they have to be honored. They have to be paid. Whatever these contracts, whatever these commitments were, these agreements have to be paid. And the Empress survived. So she doesn't have to pay these debts for these people. They're bound to their commitments. They were stopped. She's seated on her spiritual throne. Oh, they're mad and they're in fear. Stubbornness in the reverse. They're not stubborn anymore. They don't want to be stubborn. The Empress is the sun. She didn't do anything. It was all puppeted illusion. They didn't appreciate this Empress at all, and now they're being denied. They're furious because it was all a daydream. It was all a daydream, and now they're furious. She's coming into her family, a new family tree. She received aid, mercy, a kindness. Justice is being served. There's balance. She stood up for herself. She was able to maintain control. Profession, omniscience. Great fortune. During this conflict, the chaser doesn't want to chase her anymore. They're in fear. Their work that they did, they're having a painful ending because of the work they did here and now. And this Empress doesn't have anything to worry about. She has a soul tie. Going on an adventure. Going to be able to explore and travel and have passionate times, not have to deal with this malarkey of somebody trying to offer and undo her and unalive her every time she turns around. She's coming into eternal love. Hopefully it doesn't prove itself to be like these jackwagons. Somebody's confused because she triumphed. They're hesitating. They don't know what to do now. It's like, well, what do we do now? I don't know. Pray about it, I guess. Think about the memories. Go back in time. Somebody's blind. I don't know. They're facing confinement because she's calm. She remained calm through this robbery attempt. They're having withdrawals. They want to compromise. They bullied her and her family for their stuff, messed with their minds. Now they're overloaded because they're homeless and disturbed. Now they're homeless and disturbed. Now they are homeless and disturbed. They're protesting because they fell into the curse, their trap of their own curse. They wore masks. Remember, they wore masks. They did the deed. They fell into the trap of their own curse. Death. room, room, broken and shattered. Something's going on in their mind. Yeah, having mental problems. They're stressed out. Yeah, having mental problems. This privileged lady. Well, that's what they caused for the Empress, and it's coming back to them. Now it's her turn to withstand the challenge. Pleasure seeker. A stressed out pleasure seeker. Oh no, what do you mean I have to? She got cursed. She cursed her damn self. Wearing a mask, pretending to be the Empress, doing things as the Empress, and then cursed the Empress for doing those things. Holy moly, energetic signature, man. In the core. In the core. This innocent person, child, Empress, child who became an Empress, feels good when they can help others. A real sweetheart. And these ones who caused her drama are in sorrow. Their values were all about money. They wanted money. They didn't get it. And their family tree is coming undone. They want reconciliation. Faithfulness. There is somebody here that's longing for you, that's daydreaming about you, Empress. Somebody who's faithful, but they're not really showing up. They're here, but they're not really showing up. It's like they're bringing about discipline. They're bringing discipline. Or maybe this King of Pentacles is it, but I don't think so. I think this King of Pentacles is getting disciplined for working with this non-privileged lady. They were doing something for this Empress's spiritual throne. It's like wacky doody, some kind of storyline. Whoever this is, though, that's longing for you is stopping this, bringing about a death, man. Delivering justice. You're consistent. You're consistent. So the Empress is very consistent. Very consistent, very courageous. Consistent within her being and her mannerisms. It isn't just an act. It's not just a role. Even if she didn't really remember who she was, she's consistent. It's kind of like that weird thing, how twins, get born and they're separated. Different countries, completely different backgrounds and upbringings and all that. And they come together and they look the same and they act the same and they dress the same and their hair is everything's the same. It's kind of like that. It's like this child who became an empress. It's like, even if they were to wipe the memory, the essence is the same. It never changes. Even if the empress is memory wiped and then implanted with a karmic program and having a lesser than optimal experiences, the essence is still consistent, albeit maybe in a darker way. So again, we got house. They really wanted the house. They wanted the house, the authority of this empress. They hate her. They didn't figure she was giving them enough. They got greedy. There's a lot of people in the world. And look at the disparity of income ratios that we have right now. The amount of greed that has run rampant in the previous cycle is astronomically just disgusting. It's so foul. Priest is suffering a misfortune. They don't want to be stubborn anymore. The adversity they didn't work. They're in despair. They've got secrets. They're sighing because the empress could be with child, could be expected to have a child, could be seen as innocent from what they were scamming and scheming against her. House, expectation, rebirth. She didn't do anything. It was all puppetry. It was all manipulation and illusion. They're furious because it's seen that they did not appreciate what this empress was doing for them. Even after they were abusing her, she was still doing for them, and they didn't appreciate any of it. They kept trying to destroy her as she was still doing for them. A scholar. A scholar. What do they call that? Too smart for your own britches? Despair. You're not in despair. Justice is being served. Balance is restored. Mercy has been bestowed upon this empress. She's seen as innocent. And these ones who are replaceable, they're not seen as irreplaceable, have a compass to, or have a pathway to poverty. They're being delivered unto a pathway of poverty. That's justice. Balance must be restored. The thief must be undone. They can't steal the great fortune from this empress. She stood up for herself, maintained control during this competition. She's not alone. She's not alone. She has a faithful friend here who's longing for her, who's daydreaming about her, but they're not really showing up. They're present in a big way, but it's like that ninja, that ninja warrior stuff. Servant in the reverse. Servant in the reverse. They don't get any more servants. Their servant has turned against them. They're having a painful ending for the work that they've been doing here and now. Servant in the reverse. It's like there's a servant who no longer will serve them. Maybe they've lost their status as a servant. You don't have anything to worry about, Empress. You've got your soul tie here. You're going on an adventure. Oh, reunion. Reunion. Oh, wedding. I guess it's going to happen one way or the other. Let's hope it's the real deal. And if it's an illusion of grandness, let's hope it's a real good illusion of grandness. I don't know. But you know what we got here? I think it's going to be the real deal because you've got eternal love. Eternal love wedding. So this isn't the icky one. This isn't the icky one. Okay, and it's there's you're a being of service and there's a change here. Yeah. You're expected to take your position. It's like forgiveness for your faith. It's like, you know what? It's like this Empress, it's like is the Divine Mother that was able to give the original absolution. And it's like there was a masculine, this tyrant, Emperor reversed masculine that came out in a couple of reads ago, who did not receive absolution, and he got super pissed off and decided to destroy her and try to lie to her about the Most High. And all this is over the fact that he did not get absolution from the Divine Mother, and he chose to destroy the Divine Mother and replace her with his own idea of what that should look like. She was the absolution. These Catholic priests that said, oh, you know, these big masculine said that they were in charge of absolution. No, man. That was the mother's job. And they got pissed off because they didn't feel like mama should spank them for doing whatever they wanted to freaking do. This is literally what it is. It's an overgrown, really strong child who just got pissed off at mama and decided to punish her and everything that reminded them of her. Because she didn't forgive them for something that they did. She disconnected them, and maybe that's what they're going to get. They're going to get disconnected. And that will be justice. Justice is happening right here in the environment. Mama survived. Mama survived. See you on the next one, everybody.